If you're stuck for inspiration or motivation to take your rudiment practice to the next level, then I'm going to show you a really simple system that you can use to dive deeper into simple sticking patterns, in this case paradiddles, to expand your vocabulary while developing more speed, control and flow in your hands. So let's check it out. Practicing combinations of rudiments is a really simple and effective way to come up with more interesting things to play on the drums. It's quite easy to get a bit stuck, lost, disinterested in your rudiment practice when nothing really changes. You go through the standard list of rudiments, through singles, doubles, paradiddles, flams, drags, rolls, and they all get better in their own right. Each one gets quicker and starts sounding better, but you don't really know where you're going with them. This is where you need to get creative and think outside the box a little bit. The basic rudiments are just the rule book, and to do anything more interesting with them, we have to break the rules. So let's take one group of rudiments, paradiddles. We've got the single paradiddle, a double paradiddle, a paradiddle-diddle, and let's chuck in a 6-stroke roll in its triplet form, because that's pretty much a paradiddle sticking. There's so much that we can do with all of these sticking patterns in just one musical phrase. So let's have a look at the system that we're going to be using. Get it started with a couple of rudiments, and I'll show you how you can adapt it to include all of these different sticking patterns. Stick around for the final exercise in this video, which is going to be like the final boss of the paradiddle rudiments, if you want an extra challenge. If you find these exercises useful, then please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you want a free PDF of all of the exercises from this video, grab it from the description below. So the system that we're going to use consists of 2 bars of 16th notes. We'll divide the first bar into 4 groups of 4 and the second bar into 6, 6 and 4. Let's start off nice and simple and just use a single paradiddle for all of the 4s and a double paradiddle for both 6s. As we finish the phrase on a group of 4, or half of a single paradiddle, we can start the entire phrase again, but leading with the left hand. This is a great habit to get into when practicing anything and everything. As you start to push exercises up through the tempos, if you make sure your left hand lead can keep up with your right hand lead, then you're really going to start to feel the difference in your hands. So here's the first exercise, a full bar of single paradiddles, followed by 2 double paradiddles and 1 last single paradiddle to finish and reset onto the opposite lead hand. Play this at whatever tempo you need to. Speed is the least important thing. Aim for control and accuracy and the speed will come. I'm playing at 100 beats per minute in all of the exercises in this video. If you can't manage that, and you don't need to. If you can manage it and you want to go faster, then go for it. Grab the PDF of all of these exercises and work through them at your own pace. Now let's change it up. Remember, the idea is to keep the system the same and change the sticking patterns. So first of all, we're going to keep all the 4s the same with a standard single paradiddle, but we're going to switch out the 6, this time for a paradiddle-diddle. As you start switching out stickings within this system, you'll get an idea of which ones you're already pretty good at and which ones you need to do a little bit more work on as you try and play each one at the same tempo. This means you can take these individual sticking patterns, these individual rudiments, and work on those a little bit more on their own until they start to feel more comfortable in these combinations and within these systems. So let's go again, but this time with the paradiddle-diddle as the 6-note sticking. And now we're going to switch out the 6 again, take the paradiddle-diddle out and put the 6-stroke roll in instead. Now to take this idea even further, we're going to stick with a double paradiddle for our 6-note pattern, but but this time switch out the 4s by using inversions of the single paradiddle. So we'll start off as we did in the beginning, single paradiddles into double paradiddle. But as we repeat the exercise, we're going to invert the single paradiddle to be right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left. Then in the third round, we're going to invert the paradiddle once again, so it becomes a reverse paradiddle. Right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left. Again, take this at your own pace. You can practice this as 3 separate exercises in the beginning if you need to. I'm just going to play it through all in one go now so you can see what you're aiming for. Now work on the same exercise again with the 3 single paradiddle inversions, but switch out the double paradiddle for a paradiddle-diddle. And again, work through the whole thing again with 6-stroke roll instead. Now, if you're ready for the ultimate final boss paradiddle mix-up, see if you can run through the 3 previous exercises all in one go. It's really going to test your focus and your concentration. So the mental aspect is just as demanding as the physical one, as you try and focus on the phrase that you're currently playing while trying to think of what's coming next. Again, you might need to work up to this point, so take your time, work on each exercise independently before trying the longer phrases, and more importantly, take this whole idea and make it your own. Come up with your own system using different chunks of numbers over different amounts of bars. Use singles, doubles, paradiddles, flam rudiments, triplets, different note values, different time signatures. Your own creativity is the only limitation. And just by trying stuff out and trying different possibilities, you can discover for yourself what you like to play and what you think sounds good and what fits together nicely. And if you want to see how these kind of systems can help you play better drum fills on the kit, then check out this video, and I'll see you in the next one.